What is up, YouTube? This is Steelpants coming to you live from that place we call the Shower Room. And a happy early Halloween to you. Got a little special occasion. You can see the ghetto-fied holder of the of the camera. Got a little Spellground mat here for my birthday, the Halloween edition. It's really nice. I'll be taking it to my regionals here in Tally here in a couple weeks, so look forward to that. This is an update on the Burning Abyss deck here that I actually have really liked the way this runs now. I had a chance to go to my locals here and test it out. I went X1s. I went 6-1 at my locals there. We split at the end, so it did really well. Fair matchup. Had some Shadal matches. Some windups were in there too. Just different ones, but definitely am going to be taking this one here to the regionals here in a couple weeks. So I know with the new challengers coming out, I haven't had a chance to obviously put them in here because they're not here yet, but they will be right around the time of that. But this is an update of the one that I did a couple weeks ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and bust onto this. So I'm gonna start. Obviously, you're always gonna have your standard 3 tour guide. No self-explanatory. There's no reason to really go into detail of why this card is what it is. This card makes the deck. I have a deep feeling. My spirit tells me that, to be honest with you, if they're going to do something to Burning Abyss, they might bump this down to 2. There's a possibility. I mean, hopefully not, but I'm going to be realistic. Okay, this card sets the plays off here in this Burning Abyss. Obviously, again, no need to explain. Your 3 Scarm and your 3 Graph, and of course 3 Seer. Sorry for the glare there, folks. Yeah. Okay. So your 3 Seer. You're gonna have that. That's pretty much your monster reborn of the deck. You're gonna have your Dante in there, and you're gonna get him back. I mean, for the Burning Abyss side, that's pretty much all they are. I mean, that's standard in almost every Burning Abyss deck. If you're running anything less right now, brah, you're an idiot. You really shouldn't be doing that. So, I run 2 Mathematician. I think 3, it's dependable. I think there was a saying that goes, 1 is a tech card, 2 is, consistency, and 3 is dependable. So, I don't depend on this card. It's a good choice to tech in, and I really like to combine him with Stall Dragon. Jeff Jones had a pretty interesting deck profile with this. I mean, I don't run the Felice in here. I have had Felice in here, and sometimes I dead draw it, and it's miserable. And I do not want to do that. But when Felice is in the deck and you play Mathematician, get that out, you can go into so many other synchros. But this is good for that back row pop. In certain situations, you're a Mathematician if you want to do that, or if you want to go ahead and dump Scarm in there if you don't have a tour guide. It's a good play if you're dead drawing. And of course, nowadays everything depends on destroying and things like that. The Burning Abyss deck, I run 3 Raza. What do they call them? The Burning Abyss deck is definitely one that's going to restart the duel. That's honestly what this deck is about. And I mean restart the duel, I mean basically make your opponent go back a turn, and it's devastating for them, because if you can go ahead and set them back, put cards back on top of their deck, and it's a dead card, then you pretty much got your game there. So, which brings me to the next one. I don't run any magics. I did have a Lure of Darkness in here. I actually took it out recently. But I had a Lure of Darkness. That was the only magic I ran because it was good draw power. But after a while, I decided, I might as well just go with the trap ones here. Like I said, Jeff Jones did one about traps. My traps are different than his, but pretty much they're all the same in a sense of what the staples are. And I bring the next one, the Phoenix, the Wind Blast here. This is probably the top card of this deck. You want to talk about making your opponent basically. I've had people scoop so many times when I have maybe a Dante or 2 on the field, play this, set their card back, blast them. Next game, they set it back down. I have another one of these on the field, and boom, again, set back. I don't see this being hit, possibly. I mean, if they ever did, it might go to 2. But this card right here, for this type of deck, I mean, you're gonna obviously get your effects off when you're discarding. So, you're going to go ahead and set that. Which brings another good point. Your Karma Cuts run 3 of these bad bears. This is an MVP also of the deck. You talk about banishing or moving things from play. When you're dealing with Mirror Match is good when you're facing other Burning Abyss. Shadalls as well. When you have multiples of everything. I mean, it just sets people back, and it puts a damper on them. Trap Stun, when you want your attacks to go through, that's going to be your best bet, is to have Trap Stun in there. So that's guaranteed to have your moves go through. 2 breakthrough skills, those are always good to have. Obviously on the field and useful in the grave. So to be honest with you, there's really no negativity to that. It works so much. Mirror Matches, breakthrough skill, the tour guide, they ain't gonna do anything. Mind Crush, another good card that again, a couple of people had some good ideas about, is that this card basically allows you to not just only declare the card. I mean, you want to be careful when using it, but if you go wrong with it, it doesn't really hurt you, because, you know, pretty much you have to discard a random card, which if you have Burning Abyss in your hand, you're just going to go ahead and set it off. But the biggest thing is that this card allows you to see your opponent's hand. If anything, that's going to let you see what they're playing, and obviously you declare the card, and they have to show it to you, because how else are you going to know that they don't have any more copies of the card? So they have to show you the hand once the Mind Crush has been declared there, or you declare the monster's name. So it also gives you the advantage of looking. Obviously in Yu-Gi-Oh! You cannot write down your opponent's hand. I think a long time ago you used to. It's against the rules now. You cannot write down their hand, but it still gives you a fair, you know, kind of advantage to see what your opponent has. 2 Vanity's Emptiness, because, well, you get decks that special summon a lot, that's going to shut them down. I mean, that's kind of like a staple nowadays. 3-dimensional prisons. They are basically your, well, they're just your defense mechanisms. Not that you really need to go on the defense too much, but it also puts a damper in, again, which is, I bring this up a lot, Shadalls, because Shadalls are a big threat right now in this meta. Same with Mirror Matches. If you're facing another Burning Abyss, they're going to be your biggest threat in here. I know your one-ofs, you got Solemn Warning, Bottomless, and Gapulse. Now, the Bottomless right now, it's kind of slow. It also destroys monsters, so a monster, if they're destroyed, you know, they still get their effect. If it doesn't say not destroyed and sent to the graveyard, that's different. But if it just says if this monster is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, this happens. Well, this is what that does. It doesn't say just straight banish the monster. It says basically, you know, there's a lot of things wrong with it. I still run it. If anything, I might take it out with one of the well, once the new cards come out, the deck will obviously change. But this deck here has been very consistent for me in more ways than one. So that's pretty much the deck lineup. It's a 40-card deck, and that completes that. Let's go on to the obviously the extra deck here. Play here 2 Dantes, MVP of the deck. No really reason to talk too much about him. Then of course your Downer Magicians. These are huge, boy. These are big. Mainly because when you're Dante, obviously you pop him off first turn, mill 3, and well, he's stuck in attack mode. He can't attack first turn. So, well, actually, technically, I'm wrong. You can't go to main phase 2 in the first turn because you can't go to battle phase. So basically, I'm saying in the second turn, if something happens where they stop your Dante's effect, you can go ahead and go into this. Downer Magician works so many wonders for me. Help me win some duels. Leviathan Dragon, your Angler. These are filler cards just because there's not many level 3s. Your 20 Giggle Brilliant, your Wind-Up Zen Mange, your Fortune Tune, 10 Tempo, Acid Golem to get over those high levels, BLS, you want to clash with him. Nightmare Shark. God, I love this card. This is probably going to be a staple in this deck. Wins games all day long. Love it. You're going for the kill. A lot of people do not realize that this card is a level 3. It may make it in Burning Abyss. And I cannot tell you how many people have to sit there and say, what does that card do? Well, it blasts you for 2,000 directly. That's your Gaga Cowboy of the game. You know, if they don't have a response to it, they'll take 2,000 life points. So next thing, you have your Alucard, and then this one is something I tacked in here just because right now, chronomally, I actually did not play this during the regional. My locals. This actually I just put in yesterday. This card here is just a filler for right now. It's a 2100 beater. It has its effects when it goes off. I actually pulled it for a pack and said, I could stick it in there for right now. The side deck, which is the thing you use because you can't beat your opponent because they're just too good, so you have to use helpy cards. Max C for any of those special summon decks. Grand Mole for those stall decks. Malevolent for basically heavy back row. Chain Disappearance for your mirror matches. Shadal's does not work to get rid of other Dantes. Be clear about that. Gets rid of one, does not get rid of the others. Lightning Imprisoning Mirror. Gotta have that for so many decks nowadays. Stingy and Dirge, got one of those. Back to Square One, love it. Another great card to set your opponent back in turns. It's an older card, but boy, do people have to read that for a second time. Soul Release, this devastates a lot of decks. If if you get a Murmo player out there, or if you get anybody who dumps a lot of graveyard stuff right away, you play that. Yeah, on your second turn, on your turn, yeah, you're gonna set them back huge. And then of course your Monarch Storm, and then your 2 MSTs in case you have, like I said, a lot of back row. But anyways, that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's like I said, it's a revamped update of the Burning Abyss, and like I said, I will be doing more videos of the deck once the new stuff comes out. Show you guys what the deck will be like when it's reformatted. Probably here in about a month or so. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out and do all that. So I want to ask you guys, please. My birthday was a couple days ago. Subscribe. God dang it, man. You guys look at all them videos. I get all those views for all these videos, but not a single, like, barely subscribers, man. Come on. Come on. It takes 2 seconds. Just hit that button. Hit that button. Right, deep down in the soul, you will help out to the point where we don't get no money for that, dude. We got like barely any subscribers. We don't care about that. We care about having more subscribers so you guys can see these videos and we can put some content out for you. I know we've been kind of slacking on that. We do have lives, we do have jobs, but right now, man, I just want to tell y'all that, we're going to put out some more deck profiles as the time goes on. So, like I said, hit like, share, do whatever you can to do, and I'm out this piece.